Hello, everybody. I got a little something that's in the way. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Now I got to camera this off. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. This is live, real, uncut. Hold on, you guys and gals. Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my table. This is yours truly, Coach G. Happy March 23rd, 2025. It is 1:10 p.m. CST time. It's a Word Wednesday. It's a wonderful Wednesday. I hope everybody's doing well. It's the middle of the week. You can decide if we're going downhill, if you're going uphill. Coaches are going to say we're going downhill because we're soon going to be embarking upon another weekend. Not to mention that they go so fast, especially if you have a lot on your agenda. You feel like, where did the weekend go? But I'm grateful to be able to say, I'm thankful to be able to experience a weekend. Hello, Sister Angela. And I'm going to go ahead and just jump in. If you will, do me a favor, please. On all platforms, please click the live, share the live, write in the comments, and it will be greatly appreciated. And I will thank you so much. And I will interact back in the comments. I moved my personal page over to another social media platform, so I hope that I'm able to see you all. So if you're on it, please, if you're on Gwinnett Mason Bates, please write in the comments, say hi, so that I'll know that you're there. And that no disclaimer, but the business page always kicks in and does what it needs to do. I'm planning on by July transforming everything over to my business page, and if you're willing to follow me, please come over to the Resilient Encounter LLC business page, whether it's on YouTube, it's Resilient Encounter on YouTube, or it's over on all the business other platforms, the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok. The TikTok is still being uploaded right now. The TikTok is just Miss GMB, and that's all the preliminaries. I'm a life coach to women, excuse me, you all. I come to help you shift your mindset, help you to level up, help you to change the way you've been thinking, to let you know that you're just more than what you think you are, just as far as a mundane wife, a mother, a daughter. Now, what about the desires that you have? What about the things in life that you want to do? What about the greatness that's on the inside of you that nobody has ever allowed you to tap into, to want to change what you want to do in life? Well, enough of that. Let's jump in. I titled this message a couple of ways. It's going to be a little bit personal and it's going to be a little bit business. So we have to learn to separate the two. So I think I titled this message, Don't Let Me Cook. Because I'm going to plug my girl Glow. When I listen to those lyrics of what Glow was saying, let her cook. By the time I'm through with this topic that I'm sharing with you today, a whole lot of people gonna realize what I mean. Welcome to my table. This is my analogy. These are my thoughts. I don't know the real meaning for what she got for that song, but as I took it into my context, Glow a bad girl. I take hats off to her, but don't let me cook. Yeah. Ride with me. Strap your seatbelt on. Turn your radio down. We got good air in all four tires. You probably got to turn the air conditioner on if you're in the hot climate where we are, where it's a little warm. But we're going to ride out for just a little while. We ain't going to ride long because I know that we all got things to do and we got places to go and people to see. But I want you to just hear Coach out for a minute. Let me sit up in my chair. Separate the two. So many times we don't know how to separate the two. Separate the two what, Coach? What you talking about? We don't know how to separate our personal life from our business life. Don't let me cook. That's my little catchphrase because I like it. Don't let me cook. Too many people go through life, too many, And they don't know the difference in when it's their personal life, who they need to share that with, and their business. Guess what, you all? Sometimes those two go hand in hand. All of my business ain't your business, and what happened in my personal life is not your business. Coach, you just ran that together. Exactly. You got to know how to separate what you want somebody to know and what you don't want somebody to know. Too many of us, we just get to talking and talking. And I know you've not only heard this, you've entertained some people like this before, that you be like, I hate I asked them how they doing. I hate I asked them about their mama and them. I hate I asked them about when the last time they seen such and such. Because it opens up a whole new window of information that you really didn't want. A whole new dichotomy of what you did not really want to hear. You just thought you was being cordial, was gonna say, hey, how Ray Baby and them doing? How Baby and them doing? They all right? Girl, no, let me tell you, girl, that's how we started. That ain't them people business. Then sometimes y'all be telling folks business y'all ain't got no business telling. I apologize. I got to scoot this camera over because it's driving me bananas. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to scoot this camera over her. Okay. Y'all be telling folks business y'all ain't got no business telling. Y'all be saying stuff that y'all ain't got no business saying. And I'm saying y'all because I try my best now to, I be like, okay, when I get in certain people's presence, I don't mind saying, okay, Lord, let me know what I need to say and what I don't need to say. You got to check the room. You got to check the ears in the room. Because everybody listening ain't listening for great concern. Some of these folks listen so they can run back and tell what you said. And I tell you, put your seatbelt on. We're going to ride for a little while. And sometimes when they in your presence and you think that they so interested, they in their phone. No, baby, they setting their phone up so their phone can record everything that you saying so that they don't have to go back and try to repeat it word for word. Don't let me cook. We tell too much stuff. We talk too much. We don't know what to share. We don't know when we need to pull back and say, I done said too much. I done told too much. This is a true statement. You can't tell everything. You can't tell all your business. You shouldn't tell all your business. Let me just say that. Learn how to keep what's personal, personal. Every individual should have something in their life that they keep to themselves. I ain't talking about nothing from your spouse or nothing like that either, so don't go running saying the wrong thing. I'm just saying there are some things in life that you have experienced or some people that you've had to encounter with. There's some things you just got to be quiet. If I was to tell everything if I was to have told everything that I know, do you know the chaos and the mayhem and the uproar and the stuff that would take place in other people's lives? I done said this to you all before, and I don't have no problem with repeating it. And I'm grateful for it because I know this is a God-given thing that he's done in my life. I know so much stuff, it's amazing. But God can trust me because he knows I can keep my mouth together. And one of the amazing words my mama taught us when we were kids, I didn't understand until I started to grow up. Pin your lips. You know, when you put a pin in something, it don't move. It's closed. So I am so grateful that I know how to keep my mouth shut, that I know how not to tell people business. Some of y'all can't wait to give folks stuff and tell it. Some of y'all can't wait to attempt to hurt somebody else and share somebody else's downfall. You must remember, the very thing that you put out is going to come back. The very thing that you spill out and you tell on somebody else and you feel like you got an upper hand on them people and you laughing in their face and it's a joke. You must remember it's got to come back to you too. It's going to come a day where you're going to want to trust somebody and you want to share your innermost private thoughts, and somebody ain't going to be trustworthy of you. They're going to air you out too. Let me just share some of the little catchphrases that I heard from my girl. That's why I said, don't let me cook. My girl said, let it burn. Do you know what happens when something burns? It crumbles. Everything comes to pieces. Ain't no more use in it. Ain't no need you think you finna glue this back together. My girls, I even gave, help me. My girls, I even gave some of these chicks the recipe and they still can't cook. That means some of y'all talk too much, y'all do too much. She's even gave some of y'all a head start of me and you still couldn't cook. That's why I said, don't let me cook. Because it ain't fair in love and war. It ain't fair in thinking that you gonna get over on somebody. It ain't no fairness in that. They have a whole nother agenda. You sharing other folks' business, you telling all your business. Then Glow mess around and say, I ain't never gave no. You know what she said. Go listen to it. She said, I ain't never gave one. Do you think that she got there by trusting everybody? No. She had to have some people that burn her. She had to have some things happen in her life. She had to share some information. Personal, private. She had to share some things with some people. And they messed around and they tried to do her in. So guess what? She said, listen, from now on, I'm in the kitchen. I don't want to go in the kitchen. That's why I said, don't let me cook. Because if I go in the kitchen and I got to start looking at all the folks that done stuff against me, I'm going to mess around and I'm going to mess up my own life trying to get you back. That's what I mean by don't let me go in the kitchen, because I know there's been a lot of plots and plans that has been set up against me. But once you set it up, that's on you. I'm grateful that you can plan it, but it won't prosper. Thank you, Sister Angela. Do me a favor, beautiful. Share this live and write in the comments for me. Just say, hey, sis, or something. I want to make sure that this one is doing what they need to do for me. I was going to ask you to go over there, but I'm grateful that you did. That's what I mean by listen. Don't let me cook. Because once I put my hands on it, once I put my bad, nasty hands on it and try to get you back, I'm going to mess up the whole thing. I'm going to be just as worse as you are. Some of us don't need to cook. Some of us need to close our mouth. Some of us need to let the Lord fight our battles, because at the end of the day, not only the day going to end, but you're going to make the day worse than it was before it started. Because you thought you was big and bad enough to get somebody back. Some of us, as I just said, talk too much. We tell everything we know. Can't nobody trust us with nothing. There are some people, and I know y'all know this to be true. There are some people, guess what? People only get around them because they know they're going to tell something. Some people can't hold water if the cup was plastic. And it was half full. You ain't got no business wasting no water in no plastic cup that's half full. But because we talk so much, we tell everybody business, we think that we got to be the go-to person. We want everybody to hear from us first. Why? Well, what you gonna earn by telling them people business? Did you get a reward for it? Some of us run to mischief. Some of us run to chaos. Some of us run to things want to be told and want to share other folks' downfall. You better be careful trying to share something somebody else got going on in their life, because you ain't no better. Facebook says what's on your mind. Just because Facebook asks you what's on your mind don't mean you got to air out all your dirty laundry. Don't mean you got to go in there and tell everything. Leave something to private. Leave something to the imagination. Don't tell everybody everything they need to know about you. Then y'all have the audacity to get mad when somebody said, girl, what happened? I know I'm right about this one here. How many of us have seen people say they put the broken hearts in the, they wrote and put the broken hearts, or they say, oh my goodness, y'all pray for me. You guaranteed to go straight to the comments and see somebody say, girl, what happened? What's wrong? Then they'll make it seem like they're really interested in you. Learn to separate the two. They'll say, who I need to get on your behalf? Who I need to come handle? Who messing with my little sis? Who messing with my BFF? We do that to get attention of other people. We do that so that people will hear us, people will see us, and really, it ain't what you think it is. Learn to separate the two. And let's don't leave out this beautiful Snapchat. Oh, if I just plug Snapchat, I sure didn't mean to, but just let's not leave out Snapchat. Since I don't know if it's allowing me to comment or not, I didn't even look to see. Hey Terry, I didn't even look to see if I turned the comments on, girl. I might even have them turn off. I just jumped on because I knew I had some other things to do, but I wanted to go live. I'm trying my best to come back consistent with all the things that I have going on. But listen, Snapchat. You know, so many people think that because Snapchat, the videos, whatever they put up there, they expire in 24 hours. They may expire in 24 hours for Snapchat. But for those that's in the nose of business, for those that want to make sure they know everything that's going on in your life, or they got to share your business with somebody else, it don't expire from them. Don't fool yourself. Y'all feel like the same thing. I don't know what question, if Snapchat even asked you a question. I have it, but I hadn't activated it. But the same thing that Facebook said, what's on your mind? People tend to go on Snapchat and they say all their little seances and they say this foolishness and they clap back at folks and they feel like they big bad wolf. Listen. Here, coach. Stop airing out all your dirty laundry, all your business to a group of people, even if they don't care. Why? What do you gain from that? You know, misery love company. You got to be a miserable. I may make somebody mad. I know, I might, but I still love you, and that ain't intentional, but it's just the truth. Welcome to my table. And that old saying about that old statement that people use to say, I don't know who this for. Yes, you do. Most times, yes, y'all do. Y'all know exactly who it's for. You know exactly who you're saying it to. You know exactly that person gonna see your Snapchat. You know that person gonna know exactly that you talking to them. Directly, indirectly, but directly. I know I'm telling the truth. But why would you want to go and stir up all kinds of social media beef when you ain't even got no business really in person doing that? First of all, y'all should be a little bit too old to be wanting to tussle and lip back and keyboard back and forth with people. Really? Some of the stuff that my husband be showing me, them people be putting on with this politics and all that stuff, I be outdone. Because these people all but be done act like they're in the jungle. Just do your best. Don't let me cook. I don't want to cook. They probably gonna feel like I'm cooking now because I'm saying what the truth is. But it's the truth. Where the lie? I ain't waiting on you. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and that's gonna be that on that, and I'm gonna be done with it. Stop allowing yourself, somebody else you know, don't entertain this foolishness that we seeing on social media. Yeah, it can be fun. It can be inspirational. It's part of my business. I run an online coaching business. But you got to know how far to go. You got to know when enough is enough. You got to know when to say, listen, all right, I ain't entertaining that right there. A lot of things that I see that ain't beneficial to me, I do one of two things. I go up or I go over. I go up, I will go over. I ain't got time to entertain all that. Because guess what? All that stuff they put on social media, they be cutting up and clowning. Don't know how to keep their personal business from their personal life from their business life. They just air everything out, tell everything. Don't keep nothing for themselves. Stuff start to turn real fast. It get ugly real fast. We know, and I don't entertain those videos much either, but I've seen them. We've all seen male or female meet up. Let's do this. Is y'all crazy? I'm so glad social acting right today. I don't know what to do. You ain't got but one life to live. You gonna go run out there in these streets and be foolish with somebody and mess around and lose your life? You could. Be unalive? Are you serious? Or get all these fees. Get tangled up in a web that you can't get out of. Just don't let me cook. I don't want no parts of that. I want to live a peaceful, happy, loving life. I want to live a life of meaning. I want to live a life. I'm going to live a life. Now I want to. Let me change this because I don't need the enemy thinking nothing. I'm going to live a life that's meaningful. I'm going to live a life that's pleasing to God. I've been a fool before, y'all. And to be delivered from being a fool, you want to go back and be a fool? No. Just in case. Told you, Coach, I ain't going to be before you long today. But I am going to come back after dark tonight. Just in case you've been airing out all your business. You've been going back and forth. Arguing with people. And I know who this for. And they're going to hear this message too. I ain't got to say no names. You've been arguing back and forth with people. You've been having issues. This was somebody that I know. You've been having issues trying to fix this, trying to fix that. It's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to say, listen, I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm going to change my way of thinking. Repent and ask yourself for forgiveness. Sometimes some of the people ain't going to forgive you, but if you feel the need that's what you need to do to the individual, fine. But once you change your way of living and change your way of thinking, you got to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing. You're going to get a good, different result. A positive, different result. It's not going to happen doing the same thing. You got to get up and say, look, I don't want to keep living like this. Do you know how many people decided to change their way of thinking, change their way of talking, change their way of walking, and change their heart? Change their posture, and their life changed for the better? We've all seen somebody, we look at them and say, I remember when. I remember when they were such and such. I remember when they were such and such. Guess what? We all got to remember when. But we got to be the one willing to want to change our way of thinking. Hey, Miss Leela, we got to be the one to want to change our life. You ain't got to be a fool all your life. Learn to move in silence. If I came on here and I shared with you all everything that's happening in Resilient Encounter, guess what? Somebody, I don't know, it's mainly resilient women on my page, but every now and then, you got to have a creep in, hey, a lot of people watch. The numbers don't lie, but a lot of people ain't saying nothing. They ain't liking nothing. They ain't nothing. They just want to come through and see you still on this trail. You still doing this. You ain't. Yes, and I ain't going nowhere. Okay. You got to move in silence. I can't tell you everything that's going on in my life. Because sometimes speaking too fast will cause you not to, you may not miss the blessing, but you sure can block it because somebody else will get in the way of the blessing. Expecting, I'm going to say, in pregnancy, you got to go them full 9 months. If you mess around and you go before term, you could have some real bad issues for not only the unborn child, but for yourself too. So therefore, you got to do your best to take care of yourself. You ain't got no business out there jumping up and down, doing unnecessary things. And I do know some women that exercise their whole entire pregnancy. I'm not speaking on that. I'm talking about things that's not going to be beneficial for you. You got to do what you need to do to take care of your body. You got to do what you need to do to take care of your health. You got to make sure that whatever's going on in your personal life is beneficial for you. When you move in silence, nothing hurts an individual more than to not know your moves. Especially if they're trying to keep up with you. Some of us ain't trying to keep up with you. Some of us don't even care. Some of us like, that's your business, child. I ain't concerned about that. I got my own stuff going on over here at my house. I got my own stuff going on with my own children. I wish you well. I'm concerned about you in that aspect, but I'm not concerned about you thinking that, oh, yeah, I got to make sure that they over there, make sure their shoelaces ain't tied. Girl, no. Guy, no. But when you move in silent and people don't know what you got going on, do you know that hurts them even the more? And we don't try, I don't, as over here as Resilient Encounter Coach, I don't try to hurt nobody. But some of y'all give folks too much stuff that they ain't got to try to hurt you. You hurt yourself. You have folks laughing at you, thinking that you a joke, because you do too much. You talk too much. You don't know how to hold nothing back. I know some individuals right now. Forgive me, you all. And the blessings that God has bestowed upon them is mind-blowing. You know how you wouldn't know it? Because they're going through life like it's just a normal day. And you know, always, the blessings, they always got to be monetary either. You do know that, right? Your health is so important. Your peace of mind is so important when you've been all over the place and you've been stressed, you've been bothered. You'd be amazed at how many people are at their peak of a breaking point because of things that have happened in their life, that's happening in their life, and they don't have peace. But I do know some individuals that do have some monetary things that's going on in their life that's amazing. Also, that they've been waiting. They've been years on top of years. They've been anticipating it to take place. And now it's their time. So guess what Coach G is doing, you all? It's 1:36 p.m. CST time. I'm celebrating with them. I'm celebrating with them because they let me know that if God do it for them, he'll do it for me. We just got to learn how to separate the two. We got to learn to know who to talk to and who not to talk to. We got to learn to what to keep to ourselves and what to share with somebody. You can't share everything. Some things you got to hold to yourself until the time is right. When the time is right for you to share it, guess what? It's meant for you to share. But until the time is right, you gotta stay silent. You got to move in silence. I didn't used to understand what that meant until I started to realize that everybody that said they speak well of you really don't. Sometimes they're close, sometimes they're far off, but they ain't too far. You just got to know the difference. When we learn to play chess and not checkers, we'll realize the timing. We'll realize the strategy. We'll realize the mindset. We'll realize what the thought process that has to go into it. Coach is always going to leave you with a positive note. When you start to move forward in your life, baby, I don't care what you shared. I don't care what you done told. I don't care who think they got something over on you. And some of us have. Some of us share some of our most intimate personal business with people that we thought that meant us well. Come to find out they didn't. It's okay. What can they do with your story? They can attempt to tell it, but can't nobody tell your story like you can. Change your way of thinking, you change your life. Learn to separate the two. I'm just grateful that I don't have to cook. I don't have to cook your story. You don't have to cook my story in life. We all got our own spread. I thank you all for coming over to welcome to my table. I'm the owner of Resilient Encounter. I thank you. I appreciate you. I hope that you continue to have an amazing Wednesday. I look forward to coming back on tonight about 8:30. Live after dark. But just do your best to change it. Change what you let this tongue share with everybody. Learn who is worthy and respectable and kind and keepsake enough that you share your intimate thoughts with. Learn. And if you don't know, just listen. Just listen. They'll show you everything that you need to know. Just listen. That's why we were blessed with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Just listen. This has been yours truly, Coach G. I thank you all for coming on. If you watch the replay, I appreciate you. Please click, tag, and share the live. And I look forward to coming back on very soon. Take care. Have a great evening. See how social does me when I want to end these lives. And bye-bye.